Hi, my name is AJ, and I'm a mobile application developer for the Win Las Vegas, as well as a tutor for the Coder School here in town. I'm going to talk to you guys today about computer science, why I think it's a great field, why it's an incredible career choice, some myths about it, and some things that you guys can be doing right now to be able to learn computer science skills, programming skills, and be able to build something cool for yourself. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is why I personally love programming. The first is that it is an incredibly diverse field. So no matter what type of thing that you're into, computer science and technology is going to help it be better. Whether you're in the healthcare industry, whether you want to do biotechnology or research or build video games or mobile games or build mobile applications or web applications or any type of thing, you name it, computer science is there to help. Movies, CGI, all kinds of different things. So I think that it's a really cool field for that, something that you'll never get bored in and something that you will always be able to learn in. That leads us into number two, which is that it's incredibly challenging. So this might sound kind of scary, but it's actually a really great aspect of the job because not only do most companies actively encourage you to continue to learn while you're doing it, they will pay you while you do such. So I've got to learn a ton of technologies, a ton of different things while I'm on the job. It helps us stay on the cutting edge and the front of technology, as well as deliver a really good product to everybody around us. So that's a really cool thing. The next is that it is incredibly rewarding. So you basically get to start with an idea or a thought and turn it into a real world thing. There's something very special about that. It's not something that you get in every career field. So it's something that really gives you a sense of pride in what you're doing and a sense of accomplishment once you've been able to put a project together and see it from beginning to end. And the last thing is that computer science offers you freedom. So all you really need to work is a laptop, an internet connection, and something to keep it charged, and you can work for as much as you want. It's something where you can work for big companies, small companies. You can start your own company, go into business for yourself. You can work all over the world in this field. You can work as a consultant where you get to travel to different places. So there are a ton of different options, and it's one of the very few careers that allows you to do that. So I think the biggest myth out there in computer science is that you basically only work with computers and that you don't get any person-to-person interaction and that you're basically stuck in front of a screen all day. And that can be somewhat true. There are days that are different than others. Sometimes you do get stuck working on a problem all day. You're staring at a computer screen, you're working hard, but that's not every day. A lot of time is spent actually planning for when you're going to release different components, how you're going to build things, what needs to be done to get there. So there are plenty of people on the team from network engineers who make sure that computers and servers are able to talk to each other, to database administrators who make sure that the space is allocated correctly and that you're able to actually send and receive data. You have cybersecurity to make sure that that data is protected, make sure that nobody's trying to hack you. And you have to coordinate with these people at one time or another because every stage of your release and every stage of your project is going to need these different things. So you're going to have to interact with those people. You usually work as part of a team. And so your team is going to meet on a more frequent basis. You're going to spend a lot more time working with them to try and do things in unison, try and make sure that things are on schedule. And so there's plenty of human interaction while working as a programmer. The next thing that I think is kind of a myth about it is that it's boring. Basically, people think that because you're sitting in front of a screen, it can just be really tedious, and it does have those moments. But I just think that's simply not true because computer science has such cool applications to so many different things. Things like artificial intelligence, where you're building self-driving cars, or things like the movies, where you're seeing CGI and special effects, to gaming and to mobile games and to all of these different things that you see every day, that we use every day. I just don't see how that could possibly be boring. One of the great things about computer science and programming is that you can actually learn a lot from the comfort of your own home. With so many web-based tools to be able to learn and videos to be able to watch, even just going on YouTube, you can actually pick up a lot of tips and tricks, which is really neat. Some things that you can start doing right now is focus on math and logic. Problem solving abilities. These are going to help you in the long term in computer science and are going to introduce you to the types of things that you're going to have to do if you go into that kind of field. The next thing is going to be to actually just think about things that you can improve with computers. So every day we work with stuff where it could be improved by computers. We've barely scratched the surface of ways that technology can really help us in our everyday lives. So you thinking about it and getting in that mindset of being able to create and learn are actually going to help you long term to be able to have a successful career in computer science. And the last thing that you can do is check out Scratch or Scratch Junior. It's a software developed by MIT, free online, where you can create games, movies, and all kinds of different things, and learn the fundamentals of programming, actually, simple, basic loops and things like that. That are concepts that you're going to carry with you throughout your career that you can learn and play around with now. And I'm actually going to show you an example really quick of a game that somebody built in Scratch. So that's all I have for you. I'm going to include the links right after this to Scratch and to the Coder School. If you download it and you think that you're interested in it, or if you want to learn a little bit more about computer science and programming, come check us out over at the Coder School, and we'll be happy to introduce you. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.